What's up guys, my name is Jefferson and it's 12:47 right now in the morning, and the reason why I'm still up is because I have to edit one of my videos, and I kind of always wanted to do one of these videos, so I just thought might as well make it now. If my setup is a little bit weird, you guys can see my bed in the background, so don't really mind that right now. Hopefully you guys could hear me well, but with that said, I'll be editing one of my videos. This is when my brothers and a few of my brother's friends and I went to Santa Cruz to, you know, like have fun, hang out. So let's edit this. This is going to be how I edit my videos. I've seen a lot of these and I thought they were really awesome and very informative, so I wanted to give my take on it. Obviously, let's open up Final Cut Pro. My computer isn't the fastest, so I apologize if it's slow. I am recording my screen, so don't, you know, mind of my slow computer. But I use Final Cut Pro X to edit all my videos. This is miscellaneous because this is not one of my product reviews or real estate or anything like that. Santa Cruz, California. That's the title, and then the actual video title, I think I'm just gonna, Santa Cruz, California. That's gonna be the title of my video. Let's import everything. So these are my template, which I always use on every single video, or at least try to. My lower thirds I don't really use that often. And here is all the footages, except the pictures. I don't do that. This file right here, I don't know why, but it's a little corrupted, so we're just leaving that. Transfer that over, and here we are. So what I like to do is drag one video in, and the reason being is because I want to make sure my format is correct. If I drop in a 1080 or a 4K footage, it never does this, but since it's a drone, which is I think 2.7K, it asks me all the time, which I actually like that. So right here, let's actually just do HD. So we're going to no. We'll work in this format. Okay, so I guess we'll work in this format and then change it later on. I don't know if I want to work in this format now. Let me see. No, that's too much of a box. I don't want a box. I don't really work with just 2K. I usually upscale it to 4K or downscale it. So this is my first time kind of like toggling with the setting. I apologize guys, but I just wanted to show you anyways. Frame rate is good. Alright, we'll just work in this frame rate right here. Okay. Next, I go on the internet and look for music. So here are all the music I have permission to use, and I kind of like Markus right now. I'm not really too sure how I want to create this video. I'm sort of looking of a little cinematic point of view, so let's try to get a song that's kind of dramatic but really cool. Let's listen to this one. No, that one's a little weird. Short and Creep. Here are promo videos. New Heights. No. I always base my video towards the song I have. So I always look for the music before editing, because I edit with the beat. I know some people edit the video first and then make it and then get the kind of song, but I'm not really feeling any of these right now. Let's go see. No. That's an ambush. Here's the journey. Nah. Showtime. Nah. I heard it in a dream. I use this in my real video. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out right here. I love that one. That's a little too much for me. Maybe. I don't know. Huh. This is very interesting. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's give this a shot. So the way I download it, I have permission from all these users, and the way I do it is just to make it a little bit easier. Instead of going through their links and everything like that, I just use this program and it downloads it for me. So it just saves me the hassle because it organizes everything for me already, and I don't have to worry about going through a link and then having to go to the website and then, you know, like type in anything. So that's what I do. Drag and drop right here. Actually, I should have just dragged it in the timeline. Next, I add in my intro. Okay. This is actually, how long is this clip? Okay, so 2 minutes and 7 seconds. I think that's good. Okay. Let's take this out. I am actually going to change my timeline again. I'm just going to change it into 1080p. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Change that. Perfect. Drag this in a little bit more. So right here, I cut that, bring that over. Okay, so I kind of like how it makes that doof. So I'm going to add just like a little black, like static. So okay, so I'm just gonna push this back and then cut this, push back. I'm just pulling it back like 1 frame. No, that does not work at all. I don't know. I'm not sure how to kind of start this off. Okay, cut that right there. Start off right here, so bring that back, and then I think the way I'm going to set this up, both my brothers went paddleboarding, and one of General's friend, which is right here, he is an amazing swimmer. He was swimming next to General. So I think the way I'm going to cut this is cut it right here, cut, I'm just cutting frame by frame. So it seems like it kind of stops right there. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so right there, chop that up, chop that up, chop it, come on, cut it, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to use like a bunch of different clips, and then probably from here, let's delete this, go back right there, and then from there go to here, go back there, then from here let's delete these. Okay, so this is, it's gonna be a little difficult. Hopefully, I hope this works. That's what matters. Editing is extremely difficult because you need to have a certain vision in order to edit, and if you don't have a certain vision, then it becomes hard. Okay, let's go see how this looks. For some reason my volume doesn't seem loud. That might... So the last one is right here. So I believe I want to have it start off. I think it starts off a little sooner. If you guys don't hear me talking as much, is because I'm just concentrating, and I'm pretty sure you guys are watching this video to see how, at least how I edit. So don't mind the quietness. That, and then perhaps we could drag this one in. So what I did here, if you don't know what that is that if you press V, it just hides, or how do you say that, disables that clip. So it stays there, but it just hides it. You see that? If you're curious on what I did. It seems like we need to cut this as well. And then add a different clip. That one seems like it might work. bring this in a little bit. I'm not sure. I have no idea if this is going to work. Okay. Okay, take that out. Alright. My computer's finally slowing down. Alright, so we have this going up. I have another awesome clip of my brother walking in. Yep. Here we are. The reason why I started off this much far out compared to right here is because I kind of seen it and then I like that, but I believe I prefer it starting off. I don't know. Let's actually start that over. I guess we'll see. Make it a little bit more. Yeah, so this and that does not go that well. So I think I'm going to cut that part out. And then right when this beat hits, I'm going to cut both of these and take them out. Let's go see. I actually color grade later. I like how that double beat. I try to look for those beats. Actually, that's when he's getting in. Take that out. Back up. Play it from here. What? Hit that. And then his friend starts running. Look at this. So his friend is right here. This is him. Just look at him. Boom! Oh god, he is freaking hilarious. That actually works well. Right here, when he starts running in. That works really well. Oh god. So we are going to I like how I start circling down. And then when his friend starts rushing in is about here, I'm gonna clip that song. And then clip this part, take this out, drag this in, fade this down by a lot, and then fade out, sorry, and then fade this in. Let's go see how that works. Okay, I'll bring this out a little bit more. This needs to drag out a little bit more. Oh, I can't drag that out. So what we will do is actually adjust. What I like to do a lot is if the audio itself doesn't really work out for me and I like a certain part later on, I cut that, bring it in, and then kind of play around with the audio itself and then just fade it in whenever I can. So that part is when it hits. So that's the biggest splash right there. I have to bring this in like that in order for it to work. So I have to bring it out a little bit more. Bring this down, or back, I mean. Oh god, that is freaking hilarious. I'm trying to work on my timing right now. It's very hard. That is so off. Ah, man, I'm just getting it off by a little bit. It's just a little bit. Okay, let's go play it from the beginning. These are all drone shots because I do not have my camera. I didn't bring it. Seems a little late. I don't know. I guess it depends where you're looking. I think we could push this back a little bit more. Nice, that was good. That was really good. Let's tone this down to 1, and then let's bring this back a little too. Let's go see how that works. bring this back. I'm trying to make that transition work. That's why I'm playing around with that fade-ins. So, no, I can't. Is it just me? It seems like I need to bring it back, right? Maybe meet a little bit out and then bring this in, maybe? Okay. I think I need to start it off right there. Yes. I'm trying to create that transition, and with that beat it was a little awkward. I think this one works. Yes, that one works a lot. Maybe take out the fade right there. Yes, that works. Nice. That works. I am not a fan of this part, so I will change that definitely later on. That part is okay. I like how I lifted right there. Went on the board. This is Junro, by the way. That's on the board. And the person running is Eric. And then before they say another part, maybe you do a cut right there. That was too hard of a turn. No, especially since it's overly exposed. The way I also edit is I go in order. So the way I shoot is the way I edit. So I don't really jump around. I do at times, but I don't really do that. And the reason being is because it makes that's my way of making sure I use all my videos, my footages, instead of just like forget it. Okay. I think I like that part, so delete that. Transition. Nice. Whoa. My drone movement. Oh god. Okay, so I'm following that beat, which is right here, and then let's move on with the clip. Nice. All right. where it drops down, I might cut this, use this part to sort of slow it down a little bit. So bring this, let's do 15, and then bring this in a little bit in more, and then fade this in to 15. Let's go see if this works. Actually, we could fade that down. No, that doesn't work. I do like that beat a lot though. So let's continue using the same clip, the same audio clip. I hear a beat right here, so let's cut that. Let me see if I'm right. Let me see, I want to make sure I'm right with that beat. Yep, that's good. I like to turn off the video clip so I know if a certain beat hits it. This part looks nice. I like this part a lot. Okay. So I like that part. That's the one thing is when you have to make sure the audio, I forget a lot of times, if it's attached to that clip and you delete it, it will delete everything that's attached to it. So I like to move it out and then move it back in. It's a little annoying, honestly, but it's one of those things. Right here. Let's take that out. I like that little quick flyby right there. I'm just looking at the camera because, so I believe I start off right here. Harsh movement, so I delete that. Nice. And this is where I wanted to show perspective. So maybe start off right here. So I hear that shimming, I don't know what it's called. So we are going to speed this up to 20, cut that down a lot, and then speed it up all the way until where it hits. Nice. Alright, so let's play it from the beginning. I don't like the beginning, at least this part right here. But let's play it from the beginning. I hope I'm in focus. think I like that. Maybe for now. It hits right here. We'll move on. I got a good amount of shots from Junral, so I think I'm just going to stop using him for now. And then I flew towards boats, and then I got a little scared because my perspective is still off. This part, I think this part's not. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but when you guys fly your drone or fly a drone, depending on which drone, because I believe Unique, that's the brand, they capture audio because you can take out the gimbal and put it in a Steadicam kind of handle on their proprietary self, and they and so you could record audio. At least with DJI, I'm not sure about the X5 and the X3. I don't think you can, but at least with the proprietary gimbals, it doesn't even record any audio because of the props that's always spinning. So I think I'm going to use the last part of that. I do like how I was rotating right there. So what I'm going to do is add some sound effects, a little bit of the waves crashing, the wind noise, seagulls, etc. I do that later on though. I don't know. I like that whole thing. Maybe cut it down a little bit. Okay, let's move on. Got some. There's a lot of, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, let me show you what I deal with. Just this Santa Cruz footage, oh, that's not even a lot. It's 5.54 gigabytes, so that's hardly anything for me, which I'm honestly quite surprised. But let me show you with one of my recent product reviews, which is the Bluetooth speaker, this one right here. When I film with my camera, which I'm using right now, it's 15.41 gigabytes of data. So I deal with a lot of, if you guys look right here, I have two hard drives. This one is 5 terabytes and this one is, I think, 3 terabytes, and they're almost gone. So I want to show you guys, like, you know, it does take a lot of storage, but with these drone, it hardly takes any storage at all, so you're not worried too much. But the reason why I'm saying that is because there's a lot of times where you're filming for hours and you're hardly using any, like, you're hardly using any of them. You're only using a little bit. General jumps off. I think I'm going to use that part. Why did you jump off? I don't get it. No, I like this part right here. There is a part. No. When I was reviewing this footage on my iPad, it looked a lot better, but I guess I didn't really like it. This part right here, Junro fell. A big wave hit him, and then look at the board. You're gonna see it. Look at that. Just that's his board right there. See that? Towards the end. Oh god, I wish I had that in video. I saw it. And then this part here, look at Jinro. Boom! He gets hit with a big wave as well. But that's not gonna be good. That's not good footage. Look at the board. Dang. Alright. So here's when Jason gets on the paddleboard, and I got this footage right here. I'm going to use this part because it's hilarious and I think it's awesome. Look, so Jason's hopping on, and they both get on the board together, and then they fall. Watch. Look right here. That's when the wave came. If you guys don't see the wave, look at the wave. So it's right here. Wave comes. You see that? Oh gosh, I'm going to use that. I like the first beat instead. Nope. We gotta bring that in a little bit more. Dang. Oh gosh, that part was hilarious. And then this part here, Jason stands up and then loses balance. Watch. He starts paddling. Unless, I think he's good. Never mind, it's right here. I think, oh never mind, I think he's good. I thought he loses balance again. Oh yeah, right here. So they end up going backwards instead of forwards. I didn't know paddleboarding was a lot harder. Like, dang. I might use that. Stop. Cut it in there. Yeah. Drag it out a little bit more. Nice. Oh gosh, look at all this footage. This part, I like this part a lot. So, cut all this out. Hits there, cut that. And then I really like that footage. So a flyby, and then this is when I had the intelligent mode on, course lock, so I could do that rotation. Dang. And then cut off right here, maybe, I don't know. And then this is when we went somewhere else. I did another one right here, but I was using my phone for this part, and you could tell they're all fails. Cut that, delete that part. Delete this part. So I like that beat, so move that over. I don't know if you guys see, but right here, the next frame, my prop gets in the way. It was extremely windy that day. I believe maybe around like 30 mile per hour winds. It was extremely windy. So we are almost done. Took off right here. No. I'm just getting ready. Junro's right here. Fell asleep. And then I like this shot, but I believe I prefer. And then this is us trying to wake up Junro. And then I think that's it. This is a picture. So, man. So I think what we're going to do is bring this in, but we're going to have to flip this. So reverse clip, and it's going to play it backwards. So you guys could see. So cut this out. Man, that would have been nice, but it doesn't work. I guess I don't have much. I thought I had it. It might have been this stupid corrupted file. I have no idea why it's corrupted. Oh. Gosh. Okay, let's play it from the beginning now. So far we have a total of 1 minute and 48 seconds. Let's go play it out. So this is pretty much how I edit my videos. This particular location is in Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Or is on. I like that part. I might add a little sound effect with it too. Okay, so before I start, or before I begin, I don't know, I'm sorry guys. Alright, so before I continue on, there you go. When I was flying my drone here, and even the other part, it was, I think it was a state park, at least according to Junro, with the other location. The seagulls were attacking my drone. They didn't exactly touch it. I'm so glad. I don't think they did, but they were so close in hitting my drone. So be careful with the seagulls. They are vicious little creatures. They could crash your drone. I like that part a lot. I guess I'll just play this part. I don't know. Kind of kills it. All right. Okay, so that's bird. So I got birds chirping. That's wind noise. Oh man. Wind noise we need. Highway no. Light wind and seagulls. These are the sound effects. That's walking under maybe. Let's just bring that over just in case. Okay. So these are the sound effects that I use. So we're pretty much done. I don't like this. Let me fix this real quick. I don't know. How is it? So with this clip, there's seagulls. So what I do is I add so we're going to add a little bit of wind and obviously the seagull. So clip that out, drag it in, and then same thing with the wind. Alright. Okay, so here the seagull part. Seagull sounds different. Okay. Oh god. Was this on? So drag this over. Okay. So we're going to have to duplicate the -50, maybe? So -15, you don't want the sound to be prominent, you want it to be subtle. So with the wind, this is how the wind by itself sounds like. Just wind, and then because of that light wind, it makes it a little bit of a like the breeze, like the ocean crashing. So without, and then now when you enable it, so that's good. When it hits this beat, I want to drop down the sound effect. Seems a little bit more, especially since there's birds there. That's 25 maybe. Drop it down more. And then cuts off right there, which is good. Alright, so waves crashing right there, so here's heavy winds. We're not going to use that right now. Birds chirping. That's more of like a morning type of sound. I thought I brought over waves crashing. Walking on, okay, crashing waves. Yep, okay. I might want to start this from the beginning as well. I'm not too sure, but I like adding sound effects because it adds to it. It's subtle, but it adds to it. So you see that the ocean one adds a lot, so I'm going to add this one right here. Watch. Is it this one? Yeah. And then like right when you see it crashing, boom, right there, I want to hear a heavy crash, like the title, waves crashing on rocks sound effects. It's very hard to get that right noise. Nice. Do I already have that? Ocean crashing? I do not. So this is going to be an extremely long video just for a 2-minute video. So it's like already an hour or so. Okay, so here it is. And then that's the part of the waves crashing, so right here. I want to see if you guys could hear it. So you want to fade this in. And then obviously drop this down by a lot. Alright, here it sounds like. That is too much. You couldn't even hear it at all. How about 12? Nice. And then let's drop down the wind a little bit. Nice. And then the sound is a little too weak, so I'm going to pick it up, maybe +4. So I'm trying to make the audio work for me instead of me working for the audio. Nice. Nice. Okay. Boom, right here. I think seagull sound would sound good, like would work, because since you're really up high, kind of gives a little perspective of the birds up there. And then let's drop this down a little bit because you don't want it to be too loud. -6 maybe. -10. Yeah. And then from there it cuts down, so I like to fade it out from the next clip, not from the same clip. And then I like to fade it out by -10. Did you hear that little wave? It's because of this, and it worked well. I didn't even mess around with it. Watch. Oh wait, where is it? Oh, sorry. It was from here. So watch. Without the wave, and then with the wave. It works, I think. And then for this part, it was really windy, so I am going to put heavy wind. Heavy wind noise. It didn't make a difference. Did you hear so from here, I don't like this and the last part, but the waves without that part, this is how it sounds like. Oh, I turned off the actual music. So without the waves, compared to with the waves. I don't know, I like that. Okay, so this is how my timeline looks like right now. Not a huge fan of it right now, but let's start color correcting. So the way I like to color correct first is we're going to start off. The reason why we're starting off with this footage is because it kind of works with the other one, with this part and right here. So we're going to start off with something that we're more going to have to see a little bit more, I guess you could say. I drag and drop color correction right there. Just use the basic one. I do have color finale, but that was more of a trial. Raise up my highlights like always. Drop down my shadows. Seems like I'm gonna crush it a little bit. These are all preference, so it's going to vary depending on you. Drop down my mids. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna drop down my mid-tone a lot more than a little bit more of my highlights, shadows, maybe. Yeah, does that work? Raise up the saturation just a little bit on all. I think that works. Here's without. Since I film all my footages, especially when I make like these kind of videos, I always film in the flattest profile. So for example, my Phantom 3, I film in D-Log. I think it's D-Log on there. And my Panasonic G7, that one is Cinelog, I believe. So it's the flattest on log profile. So before, after. So I'm pretty happy with this. So I copy and paste, so Control C, and then I just paste it on to all of the other footages except this, and then Command Shift V to paste the color correction effect. Save that, and then now all these are all color corrected. It's not going to work with every single one of them because it's going to vary. This one right here looks pretty good, actually. Looks a little bit too exposed, so we're going to go right here, drop down the exposure. By 2. But other than that works. This one, that one works. This one, crush it down a little bit more. Maybe bring up the midtones. No, not too much. Saturation, not too much on the saturation. I think we're going to have to take a color out. I forget which one. Let me see. Maybe a little bit of the yellow. There you go. Raise up the saturation just a little bit more. That one looks a little bit better. That one's good. This one, did I color correct this? Yeah, oh, that's where I started off. How about this one? Nope. So let me paste from previous. That one works. Look at the ocean right here. Before, after. It makes it pop out a little bit more. That one works. Paste this one in. That one works. These are the same. Same. So works a lot. Works. Yeah. So it's going to honestly just depend on your taste, but I'm making sure it blends well, which I believe it does. So it's all preference, personal preference. And the look that you're trying to go for. So you see how this one's a little bit more of a bluish turquoise color, and then this one's a lighter. So we're going to try to match that by colors. I like to bring up the mids right here. So I think that works. And then paste the same. Nice. These two, let's paste as well. Okay. We're right here. Let's paste the same color. This part I'm not too sure. We could probably crush down the black a little bit more. I think that works. And then this one, paste same. Yep, I think that's it. I hope. So I'm going to bring this one over where, wait, what was it? Oh, that was it, huh? Okay. So I'm going to bring this one over since it's pretty much the end of the clip. And then I'm going to bring over my outro. Outro, me, timeline. And then fade it in. Okay, fade this out as well. I have to review the footage over and over, or at least the final product. I thought I transferred it over because I am not too sure how I feel about this. So let's go see how it turns out. So with my outro, I like to just add to my videos. I think this is like an hour and 15 minutes already. So I apologize, guys. Start off with that. And then floating speaker. Okay, that's all good. And then cut this off, and then so this is just how I edit, like I always been mentioning. So if you guys don't like the way I edit, I apologize. That's, well, honestly, I don't apologize. That's how I edit. So if you guys don't like it, then, you know, whatever works for you, I suppose. Okay. Dang it. I like to hold shift so I keep it exactly in the same plane and make micro adjustments if I need to. And then take that out, deletes everything since it's all attached to that board, and then I'm taking this out completely, but I'm going to have my voiceover right here. Okay, and then right here, I always fade in my things 1:10. Well, not what, it's not even a minute, but it's like 1:10. Is it a minute? I haven't really. No, it's not.
On Amazon for sending me this unit's review. This is my first floating speaker, and I must say, it looks really cool. The only thing about this, and I'm not
Good. And then the music I used was from Markus as well. So obviously, like what everyone should do is they should always credit their artist, because without the song it would have been different. Totally different. Markus. You guys should check him out. He's a really good artist. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Let me play it one more time. I'm not going to export this out because I need to like check it out in the morning, but I like to just edit, wait for like several hours, so when I review it again, it's like a fresher mind. Okay, here we go. You're moving back. I hate shadows, man.
on Amazon for sending me this unit's review. This is my first floating speaker, and I must say, it looks really cool. The only thing about this, and I'm not...
That's it. That is it. Let me export this. So if I do like it, then we are good. If I don't, then I can just delete the file. You guys could see right here, 263 megabytes of it being finalized. So from 5 gigabytes or so of footages, and after when you export it, because it gets compressed, then it's like 263. If I were to export the master file, look at this, which I used to do, it's 1.63, which isn't bad, but when you do 4K, which I do, oh gosh, it's like 15-20 gigs. Oh. And then I completed files, videos. Alright, so that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the way I edit my videos, and if you guys don't, that's fine with me. That's just how I do it. But I just wanted to give you guys how I do it, and this is pretty much exactly how I do it in a day-to-day edit. Obviously it's going to change depending how it is, but for the most part it's exactly how I edit. But hopefully my video was of help, and if you guys have any questions, sorry, I moved my table. If you have any questions, you are always welcome to comment in the comment box below. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. It is 2:08 a.m. I usually sleep around that time, or actually around 3-4. But with that said, my name is Jefferson. And like always, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day.